G'day everyone, welcome back to Pete's Investing. We're doing a share analysis on NVIDIA. The shares surged overnight with a 25%, more than 25% in late trading after the forecast sales of $11 billion for the July quarter, which was far above the 7.1 billion consensus. So how does that look? Well, again, we're looking at the weekly, and our indicators are showing a bullish signal on the weekly, and it's just broken up on a daily as well. Now, having said that, just be mindful, and I've drawn some divergence here just to show that it may possibly pull back from that overnight high to more realistic levels. So let's see how it goes. In terms of analysis, let's first of all look at the weekly trend, and what we look at is the triple moving average of the price chart. That's the moving average 3, 5 and 60 with a moving average 5 and 50 of the CCI 150 indicator. Combining those, it gives us this indicator which shows a bullish signal, and it's been doing that since almost the start of the year on the weekly. But looking at the daily, I've got the same indicator shows here with the moving averages. So it's just broken into a bullish signal, and that's because of this, and I would call it an outlier candle. It's not probably normal. You can see there's the ranges have been very minimal compared to the overnight candle that eventuated. However, what I want to show you here is this divergence. There's no guarantee this is going to break to the downside, but this is a bearish divergence on the CCI versus a bullish divergence on the price chart. Now, generally, the CCIs track with the price chart, so the highs and lows generally coordinate with the price chart. There are occasions, as you can see here, a couple of extra other occasions where more recently there was a bullish divergence on the CCI versus a flat or slightly bearish divergence on the price chart. And the way you would read that is you would draw a trend line between those tops on that price chart, and you can see there where it breaks above that trend line, and the CCI also breaks above. That's a confirmation of a bullish movement to the upside. For this to have failed, we would have seen the CCI break to the downside, and also the price chart also to break below this channel, which would have been a failure of that divergence. I'll just delete that. Another example back here of a bearish divergence. You can see here, again, drawing a channel between that high and that high on the price chart to that recent, probably I'll go to this one here, the bottom level candle of that range. Again, we are looking at this range here. We don't look at the before and after. So this was a bearish divergence, and it broke to the downside. And when that break outside of this channel, that's where you would have gone short, or possibly even sold out of your shares were you holding those shares at that, from an earlier stage. So that's just an area where it broke below that channel, and that's where you would have gotten out of it. You can see there the CCI also broke down and started then trending same as the price. So more recently, this is where we are at the moment. So again, in terms of where you are now, if you've held NVIDIA shares for some time, you possibly may want to get out of the trade and take your profits possibly. But again, I'm not telling you to buy or sell. I'm just telling you what may happen as an educational piece. So if we see the price or the CCI continue to the upside, then that's also going to that's probably going to track or cancel this bearish divergence. So for this bearish divergence to work, we're probably going to see the CCI start trending downwards, continuation of a downtrend, and by that stage we should also see the price break to the downside and possibly even break below this channel. Anyway, just understanding how to trade some of these. I don't normally trade these divergence. I use them as a potential exit strategy. So for example, had you got into the trade somewhere around here, you'd probably be wise to take some profits possibly and re-enter it once we see more of a normality of the CCI breaking to the upside, same as it was back here, for example. So to understand how to trade this and other trading strategies, reference the links in the description below to subscribe to my Patreon page, where we show you some analysis of other stocks, currencies and commodities. Subscribe, like and share the channel. We also do requests from Patreon members on analysing potential other instruments. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.